Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Recovery Classroom. My name is Drew, and I'm an alcoholic through and through. And today, by the grace of God, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I could not be any more grateful. Real quick, I just want to say thank you to those who attended the Crosstalk meeting last night. There's something pretty cool about just sitting around a table, just talking shop with like-minded individuals. No pressure, no formalities, no awkwardness, just people just sitting around and having a conversation and drinking coffee and bullshitting. So there's something special about that to be said. I encourage you to come on down to the Crosstalk Friday night meeting this Friday night at Pea Ridge United Methodist Church at 7 o'clock if you're local to the Huntington, West Virginia area. And if you're not, that's okay, because Saturday nights at 9 o'clock we have our Crosstalk online. I want to talk today about accountability and the importance of accountability. For the longest time in my drinking, I never wanted to be accountable for the fact that, I would say I was going to stop. Oh, I'm going to stop, right? How many times did we make those claims? Oh, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop. And then we wouldn't. And then we didn't want to be held accountable for it. We didn't want anybody talking about it. We didn't want anybody bringing it up. And I even had friends at the time who they were apprehensive about bringing it up. Rightfully so. I get it. I truly get it. I had people who didn't want to encroach upon my personal freedoms, regardless of how much self-destruction I was incurring at that expense. For me, accountability was the one thing. I didn't mind being held accountable for many things. That was fine. But when it came to my alcoholism, when it came to the fact that I couldn't, I'd say all the time, I tell my kids and everybody, oh, I'm going to stop. And I never did. And that I didn't want to be held accountable for. And so when I came back into the rooms in July of 21, I realized very clearly early on the importance of surrounding myself with like-minded individuals, people who were going to hold me accountable, directly and indirectly. They may say, Drew, you're full of bullshit. Or they may say, hey, Drew, do you really think that's a good idea? Have you thought about this? They each had their own different ways of holding me accountable, but nonetheless, they all held me accountable. And, I was able to draw a parallel, even now, it's almost 3 years in, I still have a group of people that I count on to keep me sober, to help keep me accountable, because their accountability, their efforts at not judging me, not once have I felt judged, but I've had them keep me sober or have them hold me accountable. Hey, Drew, do you think this is a good idea? Or, hey, Drew, you're a fucking idiot. I've had that, and I respect that. I love that. Matter of fact, this guy, he needs that. He needs that. And see, keep in mind, there's a difference between friends and then those friends that we need. Again, as I mentioned, the friends that I had early before I got sober, I understand their apprehension, their resistance to maybe saying anything. They didn't want to encroach. I get that. But again, my self-destructive ways, it almost got me fucking killed. And now, I got a group of friends that I have no question whatsoever in my mind that aren't afraid to kick in my front fucking door and beat my ass. And you know what? I need that. Because, again, they're not here to judge me, but they're here to hold me accountable. And that's critical. That's very, very critical. And that's why I encourage everyone who's coming into the program and the new, it doesn't have to be me or somebody I know. It can be, it's got to be somebody that you trust, that you don't feel judged by. You don't feel they're judging you, but you do believe that they're being honest with you, and you do believe that they're being sincere. Find that group of people. And lock yourself into that group. That is absolutely the key, because eventually, after a while of being locked into that group of people, you're going to start learning to look for things that they're looking for in you as well. They're going to be looking and watching. Hey, are you missing meetings? Hey, have you done this? Hey, you said you were going to do that, but have you done it? Those little things are always precursors to giant slips, at least in my experience. I said I was going to do this, and I said I was going to do that, and I didn't do either one. Well, lo and behold, that's how I start slipping, and lo and behold, sooner or later, I would always fall off the wagon. So, surround yourself with those people. And I was talking to a drug addict last night, and after the meeting, and I asked this person, I said, did you ever feel lonely in recovery? Because I know at one point in my recovery, I felt alone. I felt like I didn't have that accountability network. Felt like I didn't have that support network at one point, at a couple points really. And of course now I do, thank goodness. And so we started talking about it. I don't ever want anybody to feel like, hey, I'm starting this journey, but I don't really have anybody to talk to. I'm starting this journey, but I don't have any friends. I need new friends. I see it all the time in the Facebook groups. Need new sober friends, need new clean friends. Well, you can have a room full of them every Saturday night at 9 o'clock. Again, we're not here to judge anybody. We're not here to tell anybody how they have to live and the things they have to do. But we are here to listen, and we are here to help encourage you to find whatever pathway works for you. I don't ever want anybody to feel like they're undertaking their sober journey alone. So again, I encourage you every Saturday night at 9 o'clock, you can come and hang out with some of these knuckleheads that we run with. But again, these are people who I have zero doubt, zero question in my mind that push come to shove, if need be, they'll kick in my front door. They will come in here and beat my ass if I need to. They will call me on my bullshit, and they will hold my feet to the fire and make sure that I stay accountable, not just for me, but for my family as well. And that's the type of accountability that I need. That's the type of accountability that I spent so many years trying to run away from. And fortunately, by the grace of God, I now have that accountability back in my life with the friends, with those people that I call my friends. So with that being said, I'll let you guys go. Hope you guys have an absolutely kick-ass day. It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. So excited. Got a long weekend. Thank you guys for letting me come in and share 5 to 10 minutes of your day with you. You guys absolutely keep me sober, and I could not be any more appreciative. And I know my family appreciates it too. If you have a topic you'd like to hear discussed, you can email me directly, Drew, D-R-E-W, at recoveryclassroom.org. Or if you're a member of the Recovery Classroom private group Facebook page, you can drop it in there and we'll take a look at it and get start getting the ideas flowing. So we'll talk again soon. Remember, guys, you can't get drunk if you don't take that first drink.